Welcome to the Dawgs Table. Hosted by Craig Fountain and Jared Fatty Bates. Get access to special guests, anyone can join the Dawgs Table. Find the link to join the show in the comments when we go live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Periscope, and everywhere on the BIGPLAY network. Here's your hosts, Craig Fountain and Jared Fatty Bates.
We are live on the Dawgs Table. I'm one of your hosts, Craig Fountain, and if you're new to the show, here's what we're all about. We are a Cleveland Browns roundtable discussion show. My host and partner in crime, Jared Fatty Bates, will be with us shortly, but we have a big episode tonight. And who do we got here? We have Red Leg. We're gonna get into Red Leg's generosity here in a bit. Some of you guys are gonna be here for the ticket giveaway, courtesy of Red Leg. Justin Masters, appreciate you joining the show. Norman, welcome in. And Justin said, there he is. Wondered where you were last week, Norman. We appreciate you all joining in. Chris, I need some help before this past Sunday's game. When was the last time the Browns won without scoring a single point in the second half? We'll get to all that and more. You can interact with the show in the comments. If you're on Twitter, we'll do our best to catch your comments. But Facebook and YouTube, they come right into the studio. So bring them in. We can display them, interact with them. We can talk some shop. Let's see. We have a special friend in the dog pen. It's our own Jared Fatty Bates. What's happening?
Sorry, being super dad. My bad.
That's all right,
bud.
Kids ate some chocolate.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah, well.
All right. It's a little early for inside jokes, especially if we have new viewers. But all right, so we have the giveaway. We're going to talk about this past week's game, and we're going to get into the Raiders game. The giveaway is going to be at 8:30 p.m. We're going to announce the winner. Fatty, we have, all right, I'm a little subdued. Let's get this mic in here closer. You guys can tell me if this kind of helps.
You gotta
Let me know, guys.
Like you gotta talk into it like you've done it before.
All right, we'll get it nice and in the frame here.
There you go.
All right. So hopefully that's a bit better. But yeah, we got the giveaway. This past week's game recap, we're going to get into what we have and the challenges facing us against the Las Vegas Raiders.
If you see a tail flicker, I apologize.
Wow.
That's my mustache growing as by the minute.
We missed you too, Norman. Let's see. Justin, am I sounding better? Let me know. Let me know if I'm sounding better here. All right.
If it's not one thing, it's another today.
I know.
If it's not the kids, it's the dog, and now it's the cat. Look, hey,
yeah.
It's
there
the
it
cat.
is.
There's the cat.
All right, so we are going to get into all right, perfect. Sound check at the beginning of the show. We are live. We are brought to you by Labatt Blue. We are brought to you by Remax Edge Realty, the JC Group. And I work for the JC Group. I'm a realtor, and we serve Northeast Ohio for your buying and selling needs. And we are also brought to you by BIGPLAY. You can find our show on all of our channels, but also on the BIGPLAY network. What'd I do?
It's not you. It's me. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Come here. Go ahead. Keep talking.
All right. We are going to get into this week's Twitter poll. Here we go. All right. Twitter poll of the week. Aren't black cats bad luck?
He's not black. Well, he's sort of black. Yeah.
Is his name Cam?
No. His name is Trister because we let the kids name him.
Okay.
No, this is our big fat kitty.
All right. Twitter poll of the week. Here we go. Did the win over the Ravens this past week restore your confidence in a Browns playoff push? Pretty straightforward question. Yes or no? Fatty, how did you vote?
No. The way the offense played.
All right.
No. I mean, you came out firing and then you kind of just laid on a grenade there in the second half and let your defense do all the work. No. I understand defense wins championships, but right now that offense is broke and it is broke bad. And I don't know what will fix it. And hopefully, because if you take out the Myles Garrett strip sack and touchdown, we lose that game to a backup quarterback.
All right. So you Facebookers especially, let us know in the comments how you would have voted in this poll. Did this win restore your confidence in a Browns playoff push? Yes or no? Justin says no. We got to learn how to finish on offense. Yeah, I'd agree with that. You gotta keep going. You got to put them away. Chris says no. Red leg, same complaint Baker had. They said they shouldn't have left off. I'm with them. Slam that gas pedal. So Baker said something about us getting conservative in the second half. Some perceived it as a Roger, appreciate you letting us know. Some perceived Baker's comments as a slight towards Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski was asked about it and really kind of deflected it pretty well. I mean, these guys know how to do that.
But he came back at Baker. So if you didn't hear what he actually said I'd like to convert that 3rd down and 10, and that would have been the one that Baker missed the read. And as he came off the field, Stefanski went like this. So I mean, they're just nobody's on the same page on the offense, and I don't know what's got to change, but you know something, it's not going to get fixed in the next 4 weeks. So ride or die. Let's do it. Like
Janet, appreciate you joining the show. It was painful to watch. I had to watch a recorded version. I was following the game along live. I rarely miss live games. We were doing some Santa Claus outreach with the local YMCA with Remax, the JC group. So that's what I was doing during game time. But I went back and watched the game, and it was painful. It was very painful to watch, even knowing the result. We removed the uncertainty out of it, and it was still painful to watch. Lamar going down was probably the best thing that could happen for the Ravens. You know, man, Ravens aside, you got to give Huntley some credit, right? I mean, to come in and fill those shoes is a big task for a backup quarterback in Baltimore.
Especially as good as he did.
Yeah, absolutely. I was listening to the other Big Play show as we started. There's a Raven show on Big Play.
No.
And
are they going the same time we are?
Sometimes they overlap. That didn't used to happen. I'm not sure what happened with the scheduling. But with that being said, sometimes I listen to them, and especially after we play them, to kind of see what they're saying. They really like this guy, and you know, they're excited about him being the one behind Lamar, right? You know, they share a similar skill set, and they are definitely taking some moral victories over there. But
of course they
I'm
are.
smiling as I say it because I love the fact that Baltimore's taking moral victories, right? Norman said Landry ran a wrong route on an interception, and Justin says, I'm not a Lamar fan. All he does is run. We can beat that with the D. Our secondary is suspect. Oh, man. The defense, Fatty, did its job, right?
Yes, it did.
It did its job.
I am happy with the job they did because you got pressure. You got gas in the second half. That's going to happen. Special teams, especially with that onside kick, that can't happen because I even said on Legal Ham earlier, like the true Browns fan then came out going, oh, great, they got the onside kick. Justin Tucker's going to kick a 70-yard field goal, and he's going to kick our ass, and this is how this is going to end. Like, that's all I thought in my head, but thank Lord we have Clowney, who had the huge sack, and JOK and Denzel Ward. How great did they play? Even Garrett. I mean, Garrett's already there. But I'll tell you what, JOK flying around the way he did, and even with Harrison out, Grant Delpit, what do you have, like 12 tackles? We got to see Grant Delpit, and he got an interception on the 2-point conversion, but still, it counts, right?
Yeah, and actually, the onside kick thing is interesting because the NFL this past week had 2 successful onside kick recoveries, and it didn't help either team. Last night, the Cardinals had a chance to beat the Rams at the end of the game, recovered the onside kick, and it didn't work out for him. Same situation. So,
are you bringing up the JoJo?
Yeah,
that play was savvy as shit. For him to go out 1 foot out of bounds and pick that ball up and know the rule before he did it, because he even stopped for a second, went, no, I don't pick this up here. I go out of bounds, then pick it up. He actually knew that right out of the gate. That was amazing.
That was a savvy heads up veteran play, essentially. And I think we've seen this before, but I only remember seeing it like one time since I've been a football fan over the past 20 years or whatever.
There's been a couple. I mean, for him to do that. By the way,
yeah.
Have we heard back from JoJo?
In progress. Stay tuned for future episodes. Maybe some JoJo. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's a little busy right now, but the fact that he had this kind of awareness, all right, which is insane considering sometimes after teams end in a tie, their players are like, I didn't know that we didn't get a second overtime period. The silly rules, right? The ones that we all know. Yeah. And then to have the awareness to make that play. And I think it was I don't know, was it our leader, David BIGPLAY? Maybe he tweeted out something like Madden needs to raise JoJo Natson's awareness to 99.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Dave. But it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I know our comments are backing up over here. Secondary was good, covered sacks and throwaways.
Am I supposed to be in charge of the comments? Because if I am, I'm sorry.
We both are.
Are we? Because I can do other banners too. Let me start bringing up brands and banners just to liven it up a little bit. I mean, either or. Let's do a little either or.
Saw a video on YouTube of it within the last year, so got to explain it to the guys who were sitting behind me at the game. It is kind of a weird rule, right? That the ball is in bounds, but can be out of bounds at the same time, right? Because
after that kickoff, I'm like, oh great, now we're at the 3, and here we go again. It was like flag came out. Hold on, why is the flag out? What happened? And then as soon as I heard it, I'm like, you savvy little attaboy.
All right, so we can get into more of the recap, but before we do that, let's reveal the results of the Twitter poll. All right, did the Ravens restore your confidence in a Browns playoff push? Yes or no? I cannot believe this, especially being on Twitter. This just blows my mind. I expected this to be the other way around, 100%. I thought this was going to be 75% no, 25% yes, and 3 out of 4 voters said it is restoring their confidence in a Browns playoff push, which is blowing my mind.
All right. So the way I see it is right now the offense is what it is. And you know something? I got to, me personally, realize that this isn't college football. And guess what? No matter what you got to do, as long as you win. If you win, you win. That's all that matters. I don't care if it's by 1 point, half a point, as long as you win. So let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Very strange. Red leg. Red leg. Do I need to get Barry on the show?
Oh, he hasn't texted asking for the link yet. That's kind of surprising. All right. Simply by the record and seeing how close they are. All right.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
The positivity is pouring in. Bring it, guys. Bring the positivity. We don't have enough positivity. And we're on the live. We're live on the air. We're not supposed to go silent. That's like the golden rule. And we're reading all this positivity coming in. We don't know what to do with it. Me and Fatty are just like,
well, let's see. All right. Here, I'll bring it up. All right. So your offense has only scored 17 points in like the last 7 weeks. Like, seriously, how much confidence do you really have in this team? If your offense can only score 17 PG, I'm keeping it PG. Keeping it PG. 17 points. That's all they scored was 17 points. They missed a field goal. Baker threw an interception. Should have thrown 2 interceptions. And then after that, they come out in the second half going, hey, we got the game. Why don't we just go in a shell and throw 3-yard outs all the time? Hey, look where that got you. That got the game back in the Ravens, and we almost lost. So, all right. Sorry, Fatty's on fire. I told you it was going to be a weird night tonight, Craig. I told you.
So the comment section is active tonight. So I want to see what you guys think. So part of the way through the game, Baker was captured in a spat on the sideline. All right. Now, concussion. It appears to be, It
was about the concussion.
It was about the concussion, right? Like they had to pull him from the game and check him for a concussion. Others are speculating that there's more here. There's all this outside speculation coming from, even outside of our local media, that there is something going on in the locker room. They don't know if it's the players versus the coaches, the players versus the players, what it is. What do you guys think? Are we having locker room issues? Are we having coaching issues? Is it nothing? Was Baker just mad because he wanted to play with a concussion? If all right.
So if you have a concussion or not.
Oh, he didn't have one.
I understand he didn't have one, and I understand why they actually called him back, because he ate some grass. I get it. And he came off with a guy going, you got to go to the medical tent. And I understand what he said to that guy going to the medical tent, because I said it a few times in fantasy football chats here in the past a couple days, 24 hours. But he wants to play, and he doesn't want the backup in there. And at that point in time, it was a crucial point in time when Case Keenum came in, because it was that nitty gritty. But this offense has got to do something on third downs. It has to. Like, our defense gave Ravens had 1 for 10 on third downs. Defense played out of their damn mind. But our offense, every time we get a 3rd and 8, we got to throw a 3rd and 5 out. Like, what's hold on. Go ahead.
All right. So hold on. Fireball time. Red Leg here is saying, I think we have media issues. I would agree. The media it's interesting. The media is like in the same position as a quarterback in Cleveland, right? Like, it's usually the most. All right. So the backup quarterback's always the most popular in town. That's the saying, right? I think that's, the media is definitely not popular. And I think that the reason why programs like ours get engagement and get watched and stuff is we're kind of like the backup quarterback. I love it. Let them keep doing their clickbaity stuff. And, we don't have to do all that. We just have to have fun and talk Browns with you guys. Right. So yeah, technically we're part of the media, right? In a way.
Sure. They love Sure. It's Get Nuts Night. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Stefanski's interview yesterday, you got asked if they're planning on staying with McLaughlin. fair question. What? He's missed a field goal in the last 5 out of 7 games. Now, there was the wind game, which I think you kind of take maybe that out of the equation.
You know something,
Stefanski,
as of right now, with only 4 games left, why would you mess with it? At that point in time, let that guy right, because you're riding out with this guy the rest of the year. No matter what happens, you only got what, 4 games left, right?
yeah. Well,
4
in playoffs.
in playoffs.
In playoffs.
But if you look at last year, did somebody else get shaky at this point in time? But once he got to playoffs, he was perfect. Just saying.
All right. Other than a few times we went for it on 4th, the play calling hasn't inspired confidence. Norman wants to point out penalties. I'm with Norman here. The penalties have been crazy.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is this game, there wasn't that many penalties on the Browns. I mean, you got a whole bunch of pass interference calls. Like, your offense got helped down the field multiple times, and you only scored 24 damn points. Like, how many pass interferences did Peoples-Jones get and Landry? Like, to give us another chart. And it was like, all right, well, hey, here we go. All right. 3rd and 5. Like,
all right. So we'll get more opportunity to talk about it, and we're going to look forward to the Raiders. But before we get to that, at 8:30, we're going to be announcing the winner of the ticket giveaway, courtesy of Red Leg. And these are some badass tickets. All right. Midfield, 19 rows up, TCP club access, food and drinks included, private entrance to the stadium, parking's included on the north side in the tan lot. These are some crazy tickets. And actually, you're right behind the Browns sideline. And from the club, from what I understand, you can actually view the Browns locker room. So you get to get up close and personal from different angles. But we are giving those away at 8:30. We're going to announce the winner. So that is awesome, courtesy of Red Leg. Hopefully he'll join the show if he can. If not, we'll get it handled. We'll just put Blake Hance there. It'll be all right. Fair. All right, but we have to, before we get to the giveaway, we're running out of time. We got to get to the dog of the week. Here we go. Every week we do our Dawgs Table Dogs of the Week. We've partnered with City Dogs of Cleveland, and we're going to give you our offensive and defensive Dogs of the Week, MVPs, Player of the Week, that kind of thing. But before we do that, we are going to feature an adoptable dog with the City Dogs of Cleveland that we're going to try to raise awareness and get somebody. We're going to generate a phone call to the City Dogs of Cleveland or an inquiry that's going to result in this puppy finding its forever home. And here we go. This week's City Dogs of Cleveland Dog of the Week is Peyton. Look at Peyton, 5 years, 3 months old, 46 pounds. What a cute dog. What a cute dog. Peyton is just as pretty as the picture. She also happens to be our resident wiggle butt queen. This brindle cutie has been charming staff and volunteers left and right. When it's time to go for a walk, she is usually bouncy with excitement and does nonstop wiggles, but she knows how to settle down quickly and then enjoys soaking up lots of love. She's a lovable girl, so you'll want to pet and snuggle her all day. She's fully grown, but she's on the petite side, 46 pounds. It's convenient because she wants to be a lap dog with other dogs for her assessment, for group play. She was on the shy side, but did well. She's estimated to be around 5 years old. She tested positive for heartworm when she arrived at the kennel, but fortunately, it's treatable, and the Friends of City Dogs of Cleveland covered the cost. All Peyton needs now is a loving home where she can rest and recover, enjoying lots of snuggles along the way. Here's the contact information to inquire about finding a furry one, a forever home. City Dogs of Cleveland on Twitter at City Dogs CLE, on Facebook at City Dogs Cleveland. 216-664-3476 is the phone number. And we say every week, if you guys want help getting in touch with City Dogs of Cleveland, we can help you with that. It's get a hold of myself, Jared, any of the Dawgs Table social
or
channel.
Legal Ham. Any
We'll connect you. We'll connect you with them. But yeah, that is our City Dogs of Cleveland Dog of the Week.
Did you see
All right.
Justin's comment?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Be on the lookout for an influx of shelter animals. The Humane Society here is relocating a bunch to make room for those displaced by the tornadoes. There's a couple things going on. Number one, the tornadoes, things like natural disasters and things that really affect geographical areas like that. Those are going to move sheltered dogs into other places. The other thing around the holidays is a lot of folks are going to end up getting pets as gifts or to add to their family for the holidays, and then find out that they're just going to end up going back to the shelter later on. So make sure you want to adopt. It's a forever home, forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
And we would love to find a forever home for Peyton or any of the other pups at the City Dogs of Cleveland. Yeah, that is our dog of the week. Let's go to our offensive dog of the week. Fatty, who you got?
I got to go with Downton Peoples Jones Jr.
Toe drag.
Toe drags. No, he actually played a great game. A couple deep balls that he got held on. But for me, that is my offensive dog of the week. What about you, Craig?
Is special teams on kickoff returns?
No. Special
Offense,
teams,
defense.
You
try to pull this on defense. All right, yeah. I'm going with. It almost hurts coming out. I'm going to go with Austin Hooper.
I can't even talk to you anymore.
I know. The good outweighed the bad here. I might be crazy. There's not a lot of bright side to pull, even though we scored.
You could have done James Hudson. You could have done Blake Hance as a tight end.
I'm going Nick Chubb. Nobody hates Nick Chubb.
That's right. There you go. Good.
Popular opinion.
Good
right there.
pick.
Nick Chubb. Good pick.
Nick Chubb. Pick it.
All right. I'm going to take the low-hanging fruits, and I'm going to go for my defensive player of the week before you do. I'm going to take the low-hanging fruit. I'm going to go Myles Garrett. I mean, come on. Did you see the video that started circulating around after that when some kid asked Myles Garrett why, if he's ever scored a touchdown, and the look on Myles' face when he had to tell the kid no? And then they said get one next year, and he got one. I fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Love it. Love that Myles got that touchdown. First one of his career. Fatty, who you got?
All right, let's go with the list of defense. All right, so Tack McKinley right there. Boom. Showed up. Clowney showed up. Grant Delpit showed up in his start. He had like 12 tackles. But did I say defensive dog of the week? You got to go with Award and JOK. They were everywhere on the field. And that last play, 4th and 6, sealed the deal. JOK came on a blitz. Holly knew he had to throw it, and Ward read it and just laid him out. So, got to go with that.
Redleg, if I can find it up, I will send it to you.
And where is Redleg? Why is Redleg not? Oh, we got to send out we got to send it out. Send it out.
Yeah.
Send it out.
All right.
Send it
So
out.
we're gonna send out the link. Again, we're the Dawgs Table. We're a Cleveland Browns roundtable discussion. What's different about this show is we send out a link in the comments where people are watching. You guys can actually join the show and video chat with us. With that being said, I'm going to put the link in the comments. Redleg is hopefully going to come on to help us announce the winner. But after that, we will be able to bring everybody in. So I'm going to go ahead and post it. All right, here we go.
I can't wait to talk to Redleg. I'm so excited. Like, this is like legit. Like, this is, if you're a Browns fan, this is where you want to sit at.
And, the photo that we used in the giveaway graphic that went with the social media post was actually a panoramic photo that, from what I understand, was taken by Redleg himself. So,
all right, it because he's the man right now.
The man, the myth, the legend. Redleg, how you doing, Redleg?
I am doing wonderful. How are you guys this evening?
Outstanding.
First off, thank you for picking us to do this giveaway.
Oh, you're very welcome. I love what you guys are doing. Like I told you guys in private, it's just you guys are doing something great for the fans, and you're doing it well. So
Thank you very much. We're honored.
Well, keep it up.
So here's what we got going on. Red Leg, go over one more time what this giveaway entails and all the benefits of winning this giveaway. Let's hear it. What's so special about these tickets?
All right, so absolutely. So the first thing is the parking. Let's start there and walk our way in there. It's tan lot, so it's literally just across the road on the north side of the stadium. The staircase there you can enter, but you can enter anywhere you want. It's not a big deal. Then you have access from 11 o'clock until an hour after. Like it's a 1 o'clock game, so 2 hours before the game starts. You have access to the TCP club, which is a small club. I think it's maxed out at 100 people in there. And then everything in there included is food, drink, hanging out. And then on the one side of it, there's kind of this bubbled area where you can see the Browns locker room. So like you ever see Nathan Zagura doing interviews where like that big black wall is down there?
Yeah.
That's literally where it's at. You can see the Browns coming in and out of the locker room before the game, halftime, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes players interact with you. There's no guarantee that obviously they're kind of they're a little busy. And then you go up to your seats, which is 134, row 19, and that, like I said, the view is what it's a picture I took myself. So it's gonna make someone's Christmas a little better, I hope. So
absolutely, and there was a lot of entries for this giveaway, and rightfully so. And there are some folks, I would imagine, pretty anxious to see who won the giveaway.
Now we put this out on Facebook and Twitter, so our Facebook people and Twitter people can get involved in this. And also, Red Leg, next time you want to go to the game, and if your wife doesn't go, I'll go. Or if your wife wants to leave you at home, I will chaperone her.
Yeah, understood. Let me tell you, like it's the reason why is we're not gonna be able to make it to the game, and it's really yes you could sell the tickets, but it's the right thing to do.
You could sell the tickets. The winner doesn't get to sell the tickets.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But so why not give it away on the have you guys give away on my favorite Browns programming? So it just made sense. I've given away. This actually, I try not to do things publicly. It's just whatever. I've given away those set tickets before this year.
Yeah.
And then I also gave away the,
training camp.
Training camp. And I tried my best. Cross Country Mortgage did a free ticket giveaway back in training camp. I won that too. I literally tried to give those tickets away because we already had tickets, and I couldn't. No one wanted them. I'm like, it's free tickets. I was like, literally sitting at Denny's. Say, hey, you guys going to the game? Like, yeah. I'm like, I've got these tickets. They're good. And it's just, I don't do things like this for the notoriety. That's not who I am. I just prefer to help people and not talk about it. But
yeah,
like
and
guys, so
we appreciate your generosity. And actually, Red Leg did not necessarily want us to make a part of the entry to follow him on Facebook or Twitter, but we insisted. It's only fair. And actually, Red Leg,
Charlie Hewitt. And Charlie
that's
Hewitt.
what I'm getting in. One other thing. What was your only ask for each entry for this?
All right. So this requires a story. All right. So my first Browns game I went to was in 2019. It was at the Colts game preseason. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching the Browns. They're doing the things. They're playing the game. And on the sideline, there's this man doing work the entire game. Like, constantly, like, who the hell is this guy, right? I'm like, punching my phone. I'm like,
by work, what was he doing?
If you ever watch him, Charlie Hewitt, every time the offense is on the field, he is snapping balls. He's snapping to Gillen, or he is, he's active the entire time the offense on the field, getting ready for the game, man. He's kind of like McLaughlin. And McLaughlin walks out there and does kicks between plays and, whatever. And I'm like, who the hell is Charlie Hewitt? And I'm like, oh, he's a long snapper. All right, buddy. I'm going to be your fan. And that's where it started from. And so, it's weird being a fan of the long snapper. But, it's the man puts in work behind the scenes. No one, gives him props or credit. He's been there twice, almost as long as Batonio has, right? He's the second longest tenured person there.
Isn't he the highest paid long snapper in the NFL?
He was, but then some other dirtbag got it. But anyway,
dirtbag.
Yeah, no, someone else.
Ravens.
Yeah, last year I think someone else got a bigger contract. But so seen him work, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give his tickets away, and I would love to see Charlie Hewlett make the Pro Bowl. So I'm like, let's do the Pro Bowl vote with Charlie Hewlett. Let's get the crap shared out of these tweets, and maybe we'll get him in there, because right now it's a Patriots dude, and it's like, come on, we need a Browns player in that position, or punter, kicker. Yeah, as many votes as we have, there's like a million people who follow the Browns Twitter page or the Facebook, right? So it's 60,000 votes right now, and that is less than the capacity of the stadium. So if everyone who went the game voted Charlie Hewlett or Baker or whoever they wanted to vote, we can get as many Browns there as we want to win the fan vote. Now it's only 1/3 of the total, but
yeah,
try and do my part.
And I believe you've done that. There's no bigger gesture I think you could do to try to influence this than what you've done. And all right, so we said we do it at 8:30. We spent a few minutes talking about it. Redleg, you've joined the show. We appreciate that. And Jared and I, and at the Dawgs Table, we really appreciate your generosity in doing this through our channel. And I'm sure the winner's going to appreciate this a lot too. So let's go ahead and announce the winner. Who was the random winner of this contest? Would you like me to announce it, guys? I'm sorry. I would. Yeah, I would. Yeah, you need to pull it up. Okay, hang on here. Let me make sure. I don't want to mess this up. Ben Fanjoy says, "You're awesome, Redleg. The epitome of a super fan. Thanks for offering up this experience." Oh. And we'll take this opportunity while he's looking it up on Twitter at RedlegGI, and the same handle on Facebook, correct? That's correct. Yep, my brand new Facebook page.
Hold on. Before you announce it, what is going on in the background?
Hang on a second. Let me deal with that. Hang on.
No. Oh boy.
Oh, they're in trouble.
Easy, Papa. It's his birthday.
Yeah, it's my son's. He left. He's being quiet. We're just putting dishes away, so I apologize. I can't hear. These are kind of good. So my apologies. Kind of like the cat. Sorry.
Hey, how old's your son?
He just turned 4 today. So
that's awesome. So he won't remember this, but happy birthday from the Dawgs Table.
I will tell him that. So, all right. So the winner is a guy named Adam, and the at is at Hail Mick 1017. So Hail Mick 1017. It goes by Adam.
Hail MC 1017.
MICK.
MICK.
Hail Mick 1017.
Okay. All right. So, and that was on Twitter?
Correct. Yeah, that was on Twitter.
All right. So I'm putting it in the comments right now. Feel free, everybody watching, to congratulating at Hail Mick 1017 on Twitter. He's the winner. And we will be reaching out to him unless he reaches out to us first. And we will go ahead and get those tickets to him. And we'll make arrangements for that. So that's awesome. And then
thank you again. I mean,
no, guys, thank you so much for what you guys are doing. It's a great show. I'll leave it at that. It's a great show. And if we can get some more people in there involved, have a broader discussion, it's great. So.
Well, we have one in the dog pen. You want to bring Norman in while Redleg's here?
Norman, what's up?
There he is.
What's up, Norm?
Good evening. And Redleg, thank you for what you're doing. Hey, do me a favor. Can you guys either put it in the chat, and DM me Redleg's info, and on Twitter, I promise you I'll follow back as soon as Twitter raises my follow limit.
Sure.
That's just how many people I follow. But
I'll follow you as well.
Fact, I tried to follow Fatty last night and it wouldn't let me. So I'm still working on that. But
Norman, you're a regular on the show. What's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is at first. That's 1ST Anubis, and it has 2 I's in it instead of 1.
That was you?
That's me.
Can you spell Anubis for me?
ANUBIIS.
All right, that's going in the chat. So everybody that watches the show, Norman's a regular, so you're familiar with him. And if you're on Twitter, go ahead and give him a follow. Did all of our Facebookers leave us? Where you at, Chris? And come on, guys. We gotta get these guys on Twitter.
I got you, big boy.
I'm going to right now.
I got you.
Yeah, that's me with my avatar.
All right. So, Fatty, I'm going to dip out for just a second here. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of the winner. All right. So I'm going to leave it. Yep.
See if you can get him in here. All right. I'm here. What? All right. So Justin said I'm here. Well, yes, Chris, you got to get on Twitter too, because Twitter's nice. All right, so we're not even going to talk about the crappy game that just happened with the 24-22.
Oh, your audio is messing up.
Is it my audio?
Yeah.
Oh, I got him okay.
It might be your phone. Did I screw up? But anyways, with you guys here, let me bring everything back in this way, so my face gets a little fatter when we get into this. Are you guys concerned about all the COVID results we got today? I mean, you got Juice out, you got Teller out, you got Tack out. Who's the other one? That Drew Forbes is out, so your backup left guard. I mean, we just got ravaged today by just COVID just ravaged us today. I mean, how do you guys feel about the Raiders game coming up with the with all these COVID results that happened?
Go ahead, Redleg. You go first. I'll clean up.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I think from my understanding, I heard it was like a breakthrough case, and I don't know if that's still subject to the 2 negative tests or if it's just completely gone. I have no idea. I think it's troubling. I think we have a lot of talent, a lot of depth, but it's. I mean, we played a game last year missing our receiving core, and look how that turned out. Like,
I mean, at this point in time, you're losing your top receiver, you're losing one of your top guards, and a backup guard at that. The guy that would probably take his spot with Drew Forbes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Norman, how are you feeling about it?
Well, unfortunately and fortunately, I'm learning about this first right here at the Dawgs Table. So that's why it's so important for everybody to be tuning into this podcast, because we get breaking news here. And that's what I love about the show. That's why I show up, because I also find out stuff. I like to throw it out there. I'm always going to keep my confidence high. My glass is always half full, not half empty. And bottom line, that mantra of next man up, it is just not a slogan. It's got to be a reality, especially in this pandemic era that we're still not out of. All I can do is hope and pray that all those players that got infections were vaccinated, because this is it's not just a bad cold. I just saw an article in the news, but right before you guys came on, where it said we've gone over 800,000 deaths, as of now. So it's a real deal. But I feel like as long as I didn't hear Clowney's name, as long as I didn't hear Miles' name, as long as I didn't hear Ward's name, Delpit, JOK, I feel like we still got players. We've got people that come off the either the practice squad or off the bench, like AJ Green in the secondary. Okay. So we got players like him. MJ Stewart showed up. I'm hoping that LeCount is healthy to play, because when he has been out there, he has shown great promise. So I'm really looking forward for him to come out and play and show what he's got, because he was coming on before he got hurt. So I hope he's able to get out there.
Now, was
the other guy. I'm sorry, Redley. The other guy I forgot to mention, Austin Hooper. So our whole tight end room is out. So that was the other guy I completely forgot about. So you guys yes, the defense is going to be fine, I'm more worried about the offense with Jarvis out with all this going on. And, Red Leg, how do you feel?
No, my question was LeCount. I know he was a healthy scratch for disciplinary a couple weeks back. Is he injured now? I know he got scratched for this game too. But is it injury related for this last week?
Did Justin finish painting his room?
Yes, I'm hoping
it looks good.
I'm sorry. That is like the deepest purple. What are you doing, Justin? Red Leg.
He's secretly funding the Big Play Ravens show.
Seriously, are you when a birds flock together? Is that what we're doing?
No, it's just this corner seems dark. I've got 2 windows on either side with white curtains and then white baseboards, so that kind of lightens it up a little bit.
Okay, so you're gonna paint a raven there in the background, right?
No.
All right.
It's plum with lavender accents.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I saw that picture and I'm like, jeez. Wow.
Very fast.
His room makes me feel like I need wine instead of beer.
There you go.
Oh, he's getting wine now. Here we go. Oh, got the Cleveland
Hold
wine.
that back up.
Jealous.
Yeah, hold that up.
That's pretty awesome.
Hey, get a close up of that.
Get a close up of that.
The best logo.
Have you?
You
You don't have that?
No.
Oh, Norman.
Send me that link too.
Norman. Hey, now that you follow me on Twitter, message me. I'll hook you up, bud.
Okay. All right.
All right, Red Leg. I'm sorry.
No, the overall, I know LeCount was a healthy scratch for disciplinary stuff, but I know he's scratched this week too.
Yeah.
But is he injured as well, or I wasn't aware if he's injured or just not playing? Because I know he's on the inactive list this week as well. So that's why I was kind of wondering.
I mean, we thought the same about Hollywood Higgins, but supposedly he played 20 snaps this week, and I never saw him.
Yeah.
So
He was out there. He just didn't get thrown at. But now that Jarvis is down, I expect to see him see the ball. Him and DPJ. I expect him to see the ball a lot.
all right, well, you want to get into the keys of the game there, Craig?
Yeah, and I don't know what I missed. I was trying to get a hold of Adam, who is very excited but unable to join. He was the winner of the ticket giveaway, but we'll get a hold of him later. Maybe we can get him on next week or something. We'll see. But I'm not sure what I missed. However, we have those guys out that you guys talked about. We're also not expecting Hunt, correct? We're also not expecting Troy Hill, correct?
Yes.
We are very depleted. Before we get into the keys of the game, let me ask you, Fatty, we can start with you and then we can kind of go around the table.
Okay, I'm sorry. Fatty's on Fire is not going to happen tonight. Let me get my keys to the game because you remember the Super Dad that I told you what happened? It's happening now.
Okay.
I got a kid in underwear looking at me going, it's time for bed. So listen, get Fatty out of here.
All right. Not a problem.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
So you want to go to the keys of the game or are you dipping out now?
No. Let's go keys of the game real quick because I think the offensive key to the game is do what your mama told you to do. Run the ball. Like, why are we not running the ball? I still haven't seen it. Like, we got to see Chubb and Hunt in the backfield together, and next thing you know, they're going out wide. Guess what? It's going to be a pass. It's not that hard to figure out. All right, defensive-wise, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, hopefully we get Greg Newsom back, but Greedy, Denzel Ward, the defense is playing outstanding. I just need to see more from the offense. I really do. I need to see an actual third down conversion when you need a third down conversion on offense. Because this third down and 8, you're throwing it 5 yards, is not happening anymore with me. I'm done with that. I want you to see at least throw 13 yards past the sticks. And Justin Johnson now. Thanks, Justin.
You're welcome.
All right, Justin, what's your offensive key to the game?
I'm going to agree with Fatty and Zay running Chubb. get the ball to him, let him run rush all over everybody.
Even DeJarvis Johnson did great.
Yeah.
After Hunt went out. And we're not having Hunt, but I don't understand why they stopped the run. Sorry. I got kids to deal with. Go ahead.
Go to a 2-set back. Bring back the fullback. Go with run back and a fullback. Nobody knows how to deal with that anymore.
Felton's also kind of disappeared, has he not?
Yeah.
He was out there, but he didn't really – I don't think he really got any targets, and he was having a rough time catching the ball.
We might not have a choice, right? Offensive key to the game. Mine's going to be the offensive line's performance because our offensive line isn't playing well to begin with. All right. And now we have guys on the offensive line out. Baker may not even have time to throw the ball when we should be running it. They may have to run it anyways. I don't know. They have Yannick Ngakoue. Both their ends are talented. They have one of the Raiders' strengths is pass rush. Okay, so this is potentially going to be a really long game for Baker Mayfield. And on offense, we have to avoid the trap that we faced last year when we were missing our wide receiver core against the New York Jets. This isn't fortunately, we're not playing basically winless team to, that we can just kind of, whatever. We're not in that good of a spot this year. This is a must-win game. These guys are going to have to figure it out. I mean, we have offensive linemen playing tight end. We have offensive linemen not playing offensive line well. It's the offensive line to me is the offensive key to the game. We have to protect Baker. We have to make and that complements what Fatty's saying. We need to run the ball. The offensive line is the most important part. It's the key to the game either way offensively. Redleg, what do you think?
More Blake hands.
More Blake hands.
Charlie
Hewlett, left tackle.
Yeah, get him. He actually had a penalty called on the game. Like, how wild. But really though. I think running is going to be key here again. But with the line being like it is, with the backups going on, it might have issues. If Baker's going to be throwing these good ball in his hands, I just hope they can figure something out. But yeah, definitely, if it's going to be Chubb and Johnson, run the piss out of them, just pound them to death like we used to do.
All right, so Craig, I'm sorry, I got to chime in here real quick before I leave.
Do it.
Redleg, thank you so much for your generosity. They're going to have a blast here. Norman, I love you.
Same here,
Justin,
brother.
Painted a different color because that is bullshit.
I'm going to put pictures up yet.
The pictures aren't going to change that. I got to get out of here. I got to take care of some dad stuff. But I got to go 23-9. Browns. Damn.
Boom. All right. Real quick to answer Chris's question. They rank 26th against the run, their defense. Now, with that being said, and I feel like when we look at best offensive and offenses and defenses in the NFL against the pass or the run, they use pretty generic statistics. So if you look at the best rushing defense, they're going to go by best rushing yards per game. All right. So with that being said, in that asterisk, they're 26th. When it comes to the pass, which would be passing yards per game, they're 13th. So really, what we're saying is run the ball, and that's exactly what we should be doing, right? So when we run the ball, we can set that play action up. We can work guys like Felton and Dearness Johnson. Even if Chubb's not the best out of the backfield, we don't need to target him a bunch in the pass game. If we're struggling in all these other areas, use that. Use that backfield. Use that play action. Put two of these guys back there and confuse the hell out of them. Norman, thoughts?
Okay, I'm going to piggyback off of you. I believe that for the offensive line pay is going to be key. I was very pleased. You know what? I can't remember his name right now. That's how good he played. The guy that we had playing right tackle in place of Conklin.
Hudson.
I've been a fan of
Hudson. Yeah,
Hudson. I've been a fan of his. I know he's got great potential. And looking at his stats from playing against the Ravens, no sacks, 2 pressures given up, and just a whole lot of good work. Bottom line, when you don't hear somebody's name being called on the offensive line, unless of course they pancaking somebody or making a good block for a running back, they played a good game. And I don't think they called his name once from the announcer booth. All that love they was given to the Ravens. But offensive line play, I really wish they would use more of what Baker did at Oklahoma in the offense. So I'm hoping to see more pistol, more screen plays to the running backs, because I guess we don't have any tight ends right now except for one. And like you said, running the ball, that should be primary, and then let anything off the pass game build off of that in play action. But they should have Baker in the pistol and in the shotgun probably 75% of the time. And I think he does better that way. So that's basically what I got for the offense. I also hope that we finally get to see more of Higgins getting involved, because him and Baker do got a good rapport, and he's shorthanded. So there should be no reason, unless he's being punished for some reason, that he shouldn't be out there on that field getting a majority of snaps out there.
So if I'm going here to the Cleveland Browns website, this is direct from clevelandbrowns.com. We're looking at the depth chart right now, right? So we have Landry out. Hopefully you guys can see this all right. We have this offense is far more decimated than the defense. I think we can agree there. But we're missing a lot of depth here. And so let's kind of recap. We have, let me pull it back up here. Sorry, guys. Maybe I don't have it in front of me. I just lost my screen. All right, so we have Landry out, right? We have Austin Hooper out. Who was the other 3 starters?
Teller,
Wills?
I thought, right?
Wills and Teller?
I think so.
All right, Wills and Teller, and then Hooper. So, you know that. Now the two other players was JoJo Natson and a tight end who isn't on the active roster. So we're okay there. So it's going to be David Njoku, Harrison Bryant, as of right now, if nothing else happens. DPJ is the presumed number 1, right? And we're going to see more Anthony Schwartz and probably who do we got here? Rashard Higgins. I mean, that's it. We released Jamarcus Bradley. Bradley's gone.
Yeah, because they brought Phillips back off from IR.
Yeah.
Bradley's re-signed to the practice squad today, too.
Oh, did he? Okay.
He did,
outstanding. Yeah. I missed that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I was hoping they were going to be able to keep him.
Yeah, I thought they said something about him clearing waivers, so they brought him back in the practice squad. So
has Schwartz cleared concussion protocol finally?
That was the next question. Yeah.
That's unknown on my end.
I mean, it looks like on my screen he's lost his little designator that they used to have on him for injured or whatever.
Right.
But that was there yesterday, so maybe he's back.
Well, as long as he doesn't have any setbacks between now and Friday, then he should probably be expected to play. And is Njoku finally cleared from the COVID protocol?
I believe that Njoku is expected to play. I don't know if it's official yet, though.
So we got him and Bryant. Then we got 2 good tight ends that can catch the ball. And Njoku can definitely help in the blocking game. So we got that part there. I'm telling you guys, they got to do some pistol, and they need to have Chubb and Dearness in that backfield, minimum of 50% of snaps. We got to make these guys wonder which way are they going. Which way are they going? You got to make them do it, and got to beat them at what their weak is at. So just man up and beat them at the block.
All right. So just to answer my own question from earlier, because I had lost it, I had the graphic ready, but it disappeared. Jarvis Landry, Wyatt Teller, Jedrick Wills, Austin Hooper, Tack McKinley, and Drew Forbes have all been placed on the reserve COVID list. JoJo Natson and Ross Travis, who's a tight end for us, they've been placed on the practice squad COVID-19 list. Then we're missing Troy Hill. All right. And we are missing also... So we have Tack, we have Troy Hill. Defense isn't as bad of shape as the offense, but the Raiders, they haven't been playing lights out. But I mean, this offense does have the potential to catch fire, even with the departure of John Gruden. Derek Carr is actually, I believe, second in the league in passing yards this year. Like, they are not scared to attack through the air. They're reviving Deshaun Jackson. Darren Waller should be out, so we should be okay against the tight end. But, I mean, there's talent on this team, and Derek Carr is no joke. They could shred us. There's the potential for that. What do you guys feel are our defensive keys to the week? Norman, let's start with you.
Okay. For me, it's going to be pretty much the same playbook that they used against the Ravens. And just pressure, front four, and timely blitzing on Carr. Make him as uncomfortable as possible. All right. And bottom line, clog up those running lanes. So we got to try to at least make him one-dimensional. Now, I'm one of those people that still think that Carr is a good quarterback. Okay. But I have faith in the secondary. They do cover well. They have been covering well. And when you got players like Delpit and JOK who can take turns running the blitzes at the quarterback along with the front four, then we got something going on. Now, we're going to miss Tack a lot because he was getting a lot of pressures. But I believe we got some guys that's on the bench that can at least be serviceable enough, coming in and taking his reps. But pressure on the quarterback and limit the run, if not shut it down. And that's pretty much it. And of course, hey, get turnovers. Get turnovers.
Justin, let's go to you. What are your thoughts?
I mean, Carr's not really the run threat that Jackson is with Baltimore, so you don't have to really worry about that as much. So run your normal prevent run defense, and then just keep the drop back and watch out for the pass. Make sure you got your safeties and cornerbacks in their spots. Maybe run a zone. Just kind of keep an eye on everybody. Vegas doesn't really have any big name receivers that I can think of, do they?
So the Raiders, as far as wide receivers go, it's been basically Deshaun Jackson, Hunter Renfrow. Henry Ruggs obviously isn't in the conversation anymore, but they do have some weapons. They do have some weapons. Redleg, what are your thoughts?
I tend to agree with Norm. Man, I want to see Delpit in the backfield. I want to see Jock in the backfield. Like I said, Carr's not, he's not a joke. He's been playing good games this year. I mean, watching the football a lot more than have been, seeing the Raiders play quite a bit. And, I think they're a threat. I'd like to see Jordan Elliott step up, take some more of those snaps, get in there, get after it. He's sitting there. He's putting in the work. He's just doing his job. He does that enough. He's going to be that next level guy. And it's like, oh, come on, baby. So, but with what Norm said, tend to agree. So let's just get him in the backfield as much as we can and kind of don't give him that time.
All right. So I'm with you guys. And Chris says eliminate Waller. I don't think we're going to have to deal with Waller. If he plays, that's obviously our weakness, the Mark Andrews factor. But tight end's been a struggle for us. The odds, I believe, opened up at Browns being 5.5-point favorites. And I don't know if the adjustment is in Vegas overall is reflecting the news that came out today, but I'm showing that right now, most of the books have us at 3-point favorites. So I do find it interesting that that the line hasn't moved a whole lot, considering these are some pretty big names. Now, it's not Baker Mayfield. You know, everybody wants Case Keenum until Baker Mayfield can't play, and then the world ends, right? But right, so it's I'm really not sure, you know, what to think about that. But all right. So, does anybody have anything they want to bring to the table, so to speak, before we close out the show?
How about elevating Johnny Stanton and using him in a non fullback position? The dude has talent if we can use it.
You know, and he's somebody that has scored this year. He was pretty good, I thought, filling in this year. It'd be nice to maybe see him kind of maybe he could fill a little bit of the tight end role.
Yes.
You know,
yes. That's what I was thinking.
It's something where he could certainly be useful. I mean, if you have the weapons, use them. And JoJo Natson's an example. I think that they promoted him to the active roster, even though he's on the COVID list. He's another guy. Get the ball in his hands. He's dangerous when he has it. There's something with JoJo behind the scenes that I don't know if he doesn't like practice well, or I don't know. He just hasn't quite made it to the active roster like permanently. But there's some potential there. I don't know. But yeah, I agree with you, Red Leg. I would like to see Stanton participate, whether it's a fullback or tight end, or, you know, there's got to be a way he can help.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So,
him and LeCount.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he should be. LeCount should show up from being a healthy scratch to playing, because if Troy Hill isn't there, I think using him, even if it's not as a slot safety, you know, because you could kind of shade AJ Green for that role, but we don't have Ronnie Harrison back there, do we? If we don't, I think they need to pull LeCount up, let that kid play, let him ball out.
Yeah, and actually, the current depth chart on defense has him listed as the backup free safety. But you know, that 53 changes week to week because only a certain number of players are actually active.
Right.
So, but this week it's gonna be hard to find enough guys. I have a feeling that we're gonna kind of be right on the money with whoever's on the depth chart being active. Justin, anything you want to bring to the table before we close out the show?
I'm just calling it Cleveland 24-21.
24-21. All right. Predictions. Justin, you have the Browns. Norman, do you have a prediction?
I'm going to go with, because for some freaky reason we've been playing these guys like close, and I think mostly because we've been making mistakes. So that's another thing. Limit the penalties. But I'm looking for 20-14 Browns.
20-14. Red Leg, what are your thoughts?
I'll take Browns 24-14. And something else real quick. Welcome back to Phillips, and I think Nick Chubb is hungry for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yes, he needs one.
Big time.
He definitely needs one. You know, we've had some second half woes. We're not scoring a ton of points. So that's certainly going to influence my prediction. I know that Josh Jacobs is going to have a decent game, you know, but I'm more scared of their passing attack. I think that they're going to be able to try to play keep up with us. I'm going to go Cleveland 23, Raiders 21. It's going to be close. But we're going to let them. I mean, we'll probably be winning 23-0 at half, and then it'll be 23-21, and we'll almost lose and that sort of thing. But
we'll get an onside kick,
and then I'll die.
You know, so man, I'll tell you what I'm nervous about is I was excited when the schedule came out because I saw that we were playing on Christmas Day. And there's no better way to me than spending Christmas Day watching the Browns in my mind. But I am nervous that it's going to be a shit show and ruin my Christmas. That's
yeah.
Hey, the best Christmas present we can have is all those people who are deemed up or on the COVID list are off by the time we're hosting this game, right? That
no,
we
it's in Green Bay.
We're in Green Bay. Okay, well, even better. Go on the road, hostile environment, get our guys back healthy, and have everybody saying that we're going to lose, and then watch them go out and be dangerous. Love it.
Yep.
I really think we're going to win that game. I really think we're going to beat Green Bay.
I have a feeling
it's a big stage. I think the boys are going to show up.
I think Baker likes underdog mentality.
So in the Packers, all right, they have the Ravens next. So what we need them to do is beat down the Ravens to put us in a better spot. They need to get soft. They need to overlook us, and then we need to crush them. That would be the perfect sequence, right? So that's what I'm rooting for. Yep. And really, everybody that we wanted to lose this week, I think lost. So with the exception of maybe I don't know how to feel about Tennessee. Tennessee won, but I'll take all the other ones easily.
I mean,
we could have done with the Chargers lost, but
I mean, everything fell into place this week for us. We only helped ourselves. It's like, all right.
Everybody else in the division lost. All we really need to do is win the division, and we're in.
Yep. Absolutely. And at this point, I don't care. Give me ugly wins. As long as it's a win.
That's all it
Give me ugly wins. Yeah, Chargers won. It would have been nice to see the Chargers lose, but it's I don't know. We'll take what we can get. It went pretty well. All right. So with that being said, Justin, Redleg, Norman, appreciate you joining the show. Redleg, again, thank you for your generosity. We will stay in touch, and we will help get Adam those tickets. He was the winner of the ticket giveaway. We can't thank you enough, Redleg. But all right. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you joining the show. And we're going to go ahead and close this out. And I am your host, Craig Fountain. We are the Dawgs Table, and we're wrapping up here. We are presented to you by Labatt Blue, Remax Edge Realty, the JC Group, and we are part of the Big Play team. You can find us every Tuesday at 8, and usually once a month or so, you can find us live on location from a local Cleveland area sports bar or restaurant. But regardless, you can find us always on the Dawgs Table social channels. Plus, you can find us on the Big Place social channels also. So we appreciate everybody joining the show. Tune in next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you there. Until next time, go Browns.